Now, good evening, viewers, and welcome to our today's discussion. Let me start by apologizing for doing this video very late. I had a number of commitments that I had to attend to, but good enough, I think I've been able to create time to update you on what is going on in our political arena. As I said in the beginning, in this channel, I'm going to carry a critical analysis and a proper dissection of what is happening in our political arena so that you can be in a position to make uh, a wise decision, especially when it comes to 9th of October, 9th of August this year. It is around 9:45 when I'm recording this video, and I had to do so because I had to attend to a number of functions so that I can get to understand what the electorates on the ground are saying. But before I look at today's discussion, I want to request each and every one of you, especially those who are the first viewers on our in my YouTube channel, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and so that anytime we are able to upload any information, you are able to get it on time. And for those who have been following our discussion, I want to request each and every one of you to be able to give our video a thumbs up in a process to support us and to make this channel a big thing to come in future. Now, in today's discussion, I'm going to look at the significance of the Sagana 3 meeting. To me, this is one of the issues that was given a lot of media attention, and people expected a lot, opposed to what was said at one time by Musalia Mudavadi about the earthquake, the Kasarani earthquake. The Sagana 3 had been given a lot of attention, and people expected a lot from this meeting that the president was going to attend. However, what I may say before I look at the significance of this meeting is that if I'm to assess the president, I would say the president tried to convince the Mt.Kenya electorates or voters and show that he doesn't hold a personal grudge with the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. In fact, if you look at the composure and the presentation and the communication and the body language that the president was using when he was talking to the people in Sagana, it clearly indicated that the deputy president is the cause of the problem. Again, when you look at the president in his presentation in Sagana 3, you will realize that the president tried to display a high level of maturity, especially in the political arena, by not attacking his deputy or his supporters, despite the fact he mentioned that some of them might have been sent in his meeting to spy on what he was saying. I think, to me, the president was very clear that there are people who had been sent within his group of supporters to find out or to track the communication among other activities that would go on around the president. So, in summary, a day after the Sagana 3, when you look at the Mount Kenyan people or Mount Kenya electorate, you realize that most of them were left in suspense, while a few appear to have decided the direction they want to take. The majority are seen to be still stagnant and confused and not being able to know the direction to go. However, their leader, the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, made a tactical response to what the president had mentioned, and he just tried to tell the electors how he acknowledged the president's constitutional right to decide on whoever is going to vote for or whom he thinks is the best person. This is because William Ruto reached a time and discovered that the attack that is directing to the president is causing more harm than good. No wonder the numbers have started going down drastically, as opposed to the time that he was in control of the Mount Kenya vote almost 100%. So, as I said, my viewers, ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly dissect the significance of the Sagana 3. What importance does the Sagana 3 has on President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, Raila Amolo Odinga and his brigade on one side, and the UDA brigade or Kenya Kwanza brigade on the other side. To start with, number one, the Sagana 3 meeting gave the president it gave the president for the first time an opportunity to speak to his mind without compromise. He spoke independently without anybody standing closer to him who would appear to have influenced the decision and the discussion that the president was taking. So it showed the independent mind of the president on the direction that he would wish to leave the country as at August 9th this year during the general election. Number two, the Sagana 3 meeting provided an opportunity for the president to identify those who have betrayed the Kikuyu and the Mt.Kenya nation at large, and at the same time to be able to see and identify those who will stand with him in ensuring that consolidation of power and the decision on the direction that he will want the country to go is properly strategized for the purpose of being able to achieve his political interest. Number three, the Sagana 3 meeting might have also helped the president to read the mood of his supporters, so that from there, as he chooses to have the national delegate or the Jubilee National Delegate Conference, he can be able to decide on the approach that he's going to use in the campaign against the deputy president, that is William Samoei Ruto. Number four, the Sagana 3 meeting also acted as a litmus test to the Mt.Kenya politician who belong to both sides. One, those who are in support of William Samoei Ruto, and at the same time those who are in support of the president. And so that after that speech that the president presented, it was clear that one, it was going to divide the people into two groups. Those who would clearly stand with the president and fight for what the president wants, and those who would feel that the president had gone to the extreme by declaring openly that he is not supporting his deputy, and therefore come out again clearly and support the deputy president in his bid to succeed President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Lastly, the Sagana 3 meeting was to help the president communicate to the public that the genesis of his disagreement with the deputy president did not, or it was not an event that was lit or that was started by his handshake with Raila Amolo Odinga. According to the president, the difference between him and the deputy president was as a result of the deputy president turning back to campaign as soon as the election were over, at a time when the president wanted to work hand in hand with the deputy so that they can be able to develop the economy, develop the country, and be able to accomplish the manifesto and the promises they had given to the electorates. So to me, the meeting that the president had on that particular time, as I've said in my previous discussion, this was a tactical move so as to be able to achieve a political interest. Remember, and I quote my words, that in politics, nothing happens as a coincidence. Everything is well planned, well masterminded, and executed to achieve a political goal. So this meeting that was called by the president was specifically to achieve a certain political interest at a time when he realized that the deputy president had taken a different approach in his campaign, and it was likely to affect the voting pattern and his his wishes in as far as shaping the political position or shaping the political direction in the country is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to be very short to that point and leave it at that juncture. However, as I said, my main agenda today was to critically assess the significance or the importance of the Sagana 3 meeting. And in a recap, as I said, one, it gave the president an opportunity to speak up his mind without compromise, as he stood alone in presence of his people. Number two, I pointed out that the Sagana 2 meeting provided an opportunity for the president to identify those who betrayed him and those who have already taken side and decide on the approach that he will use in his campaign. I've also pointed out, number three, that the Sagana 3 meeting helped the president to read the mood of his people and choose the best approach to campaign against the deputy president in his region. The Sagana 3, number 4, I pointed out, it acted as a litmus test to the Mt.Kenya politician who had already gone on the side of Deputy President William Samoei Ruto and left the president, so that the decision or what people will do from there will define if these politicians were actually convincing the deputy president that they would be able to win the votes for him, or they had been rented for a particular period of time and thereafter the electorates would disappear. Lastly, I say that the Sagana 3 was to help the president to communicate to the public the genesis of his disagreement with the deputy president, which, if you are very keen following the president discussion, you realize he pointed out it was not about the handshake. Rather, it wasn't about his relation with Raila Amolo Odinga. To this point, I want to leave you and wish you a good night and give you a chance to think and make a decision on what or how you would have wished the Mt.Kenya to react to the Sagana 3 meeting, and what is your expectation. We expected the Deputy President Brigade to come out with a lot of press conference and try to attack the president and attack Raila Amolo Odinga and attack anybody who was there. But this never happened. In fact, the following day, we heard that the Deputy President was flying to UK. It is unfortunately that the meeting was called off at the last minute. In my next video, I'll be telling you why the Deputy President had to cancel his visit to the UK the last minute when he had already gone to the airport. Thank you very much and have a blessed night.